What up, everyone? This is Chris Itoa here, and welcome to another one of my movie news videos. And today we're going to be talking trailers. All of the trailers that premiered this week. It started with the Super Bowl. Now, for me, I absolutely love the Super Bowl for two reasons. One, I'm a big football fan, so obviously I'm going to love watching the Super Bowl. And two, during the Super Bowl, I absolutely love seeing all the trailers that premiere. Everyone wants to get their TV spots in to showcase their movies, and this year was no different from any other year. We had a ton of trailers that came out on Super Bowl Sunday during the game, and also there were a few trailers released after the game. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about my thoughts on each trailer and sort of rank them at the end of this video, which was the best trailer, which was the worst, so you can get my general thoughts of these movies coming out. So the first trailer that premiered was the trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now the first trailer for this movie, people were a little iffy on just because they thought it was underwhelming. They thought the trailer was kind of stupid. The movie just seemed like kind of a dumb blockbuster because of the whole volcano thing, and it seemed kind of forced. Me, I thought the first trailer for this movie was okay, and I didn't hate on it that much. And this new trailer that premiered in the Super Bowl, I thought was actually pretty fun. It's definitely did have sort of the same vibe as that first trailer, just going for more of just a fun blockbuster feel. But there were actually a whole lot of interesting elements. Some things that did work, some things that didn't. What did work, I like sort of the horror vibe that was there with that opening shot of the dinosaur. That was fun. Some of the elements with the new dinosaurs, that's always cool. The action looked good. The special effects looked fun. And the movie did look well directed, and it's a Jurassic Park movie. There's always going to be some fun sequences in there. So for that aspect, I thought was good. What I didn't like is that this movie, it seems a little all over the place when it comes to the storylines. I mean, you got this whole thing of rescuing dinosaurs again, so you're recycling elements from the previous Jurassic World Park movies. You got this whole thing of the dinosaurs being like a domestic setting, neighborhoods, like the stuff with the dinosaurs in the room. So that's ripping off Jurassic World 2, Lost World, which I thought that's the worst of the Jurassic Park movies, so I didn't like that too much. And there's a whole element, there's a whole other storyline, and this is a storyline that I actually do think is interesting, but is it going to be too much? The whole thing of dinosaurs being sort of militarized, the whole thing of shipping and bidding dinosaurs to sort of do military bidding. I mean, that's something that the first Jurassic World teased a lot. That was going to be in this movie, and it is in there, but with all these other storylines, will it work? I don't know. But the trailer itself was fun, did give off sort of that cool blockbuster vibe. I'm not really sure what to make of this movie overall, though. I think it wouldn't surprise me if it's either good or bad. That's usually I can get a vibe with a movie either way. This one's not giving me too much of a strong vibe, but the trailer itself was a good trailer overall. So the next trailer is the one that's going to be really interesting to talk about, and that was the first trailer for Solo, A Star Wars Story. Now, this movie has had so much behind-the-scenes drama, as everyone knows. They basically had to reshoot 80% of the movie once the directors got fired, and this movie, people have just been waiting for that trailer. I mean, people thought we would have seen a trailer like at least a month ago by now, at least like when The Last Jedi came out, and people have just been wondering, how much of a train wreck is this movie going to be? Because we've just heard so many bad stories about the production. But lo and behold, the trailer finally came out. The first trailer, anyway, came out during the Super Bowl, the TV spot. And that trailer, when it popped up, I saw it live. I got super excited because it was our first footage. And for a TV spot, I thought it was a really good spot. But it gave us, TV spot's not going to give us a whole lot of stories, mainly just a bunch of images. But I thought the trailer did look cool. But the real trailer came the day after, Monday, giving us our first real teaser for the movie. It's about a minute 40 long teaser. And the teaser, there's two things that need to be talked about. As a trailer, I thought it was actually a pretty decent, solid trailer. Like it looked well directed. The look looked interesting. It didn't look like what I expected. I thought the movie would give off more of sort of the old school Star Wars vibe of looking sort of bright, I basically thought the look of the movie would mimic A New Hope. That's sort of what I thought a Han Solo movie would look like. This movie, it looked a whole lot different. Everything looked a whole lot darker. It had like a blue filter over everything. So it looked different from what I thought it was going to look like. But even so, I still think, well, you know what? It still does look well directed. It sort of reminded me of how Rogue One looks. But the trailer itself had some really cool stuff, like the whole racing stuff at the beginning with Solo in that car or cruiser, whatever they call those things. That looked nice. The images and stuff looked good, so that was fine. The trailer, as it's cut, looked good. Last thing I'll mention is the music. The music itself is so catchy. I love the music. I'm still humming. I've had that stuck in my head the past few days because I think it's a really catchy tune that they got going on here. So yeah, that's that stuff, and the look of the new characters that we see, like Kira, she looks good. I love her look. Lando looks great. Donald Glover, he's gonna be, well, at least he looks good as Lando. We don't know how he'll actually be. So that stuff made for a good trailer. But the one thing that was not good, unfortunately, was Han Solo, and that's sort of a big problem in a Han Solo movie. Just because, look, the look of the kid, I mean, you can get any white guy, give him the right hair and clothes, and he can look like Han Solo. The main thing that caught me off guard was the voice. Just because the voice just ain't not working at all. He sounds way too soft. It was the first thing I thought of once the trailer was over, especially with that last line that he's giving when he's in the Millennium Falcon with his other crew, just talking about, you know what, we're gonna be fine. Everything's good. I'm all like, when I heard that line, I'm like, holy shit, that was bad. So it's obviously, I think it's too late to reshoot the entire movie, obviously. So we're just gonna have to hope that this actor, Alden Ehrenreich, can act more like the Han Solo that we're hoping to see. I mean, maybe he'll be able to act more like Han Solo, so hopefully that'll be good. But the voice, just from this trailer, was not working well at all. And if that continues throughout the whole movie, ooh, this movie's going to be in some trouble. But the trailer itself, for the most part, all the elements, besides Solo himself, unfortunately, were actually pretty good. So overall, I thought it was actually a pretty solid teaser trailer, even though the movie, again, could go either way. Much like Jurassic World, this and Jurassic World are two movies that can go either way, although I would have to point more to the side of pessimism than optimism. The next trailer was Mission Impossible Fallout, the sixth installment of the series, and the trailer premiered during Super Bowl, and this was our first footage. Now, the Mission Impossible series is hardly a series that I pay attention to regularly. I see the movies when they come out, and that's it. But the last two installments, Ghost Protocol and then Rogue Nation, were actually really good, and this is a series that's been able to resurrect itself really nicely, just because these have been like two really quality blockbuster type films that were really smart, had great action, were just fun watches. And this movie looks like more the same. They really do a great job with the stunts, the camera work, and just the sense of style. These are like these are the best spy movies going right now. They're more consistent than the James Bond movies these days, to be honest. And Tom Cruise, he's always so much fun to watch as Ethan Hunt. He's not really much fun to watch as anything else these days, but he is good in these movies, obviously, and the whole cast. The main cast from the previous movies coming back, so that looks good. And yeah, if it can continue with more of what Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation did, then this will be another good movie. So really what this trailer did, the way it was edited, the music was fantastic, the clips, the action, it was probably the most exciting trailer that came out this week. So I thought this was a great trailer, and even though this is a series that's hardly one of my favorites, the last two movies have been quite good. So again, looking forward to this next installment just because this trailer was good also. The next trailer we're going to be talking about was another Super Bowl ad, the Super Bowl ad for Avengers Infinity War. Now this was not a trailer at all. This was the shortest of all the promos. This was a 30-second TV spot that came out during the third quarter, which is usually really late for a movie spot to occur. And unfortunately, this was the one that disappointed me the most during the Super Bowl, just because I wanted to see some really real cool footage. The problem with this trailer is that, look, it's Infinity War. We're going to see it anyway, so it's not like they have to show us a whole lot. But still, this trailer, it wasn't really a whole lot of action. It was just a lot of posing. Nothing really all that exciting. I think the big problem was that it was just too short. And when you compare it to the other trailers that premiered during the Super Bowl, it's just not all that fun. Obviously, look, it's not going to dim my excitement for the movie. I'm super excited to see this. I mean, this is the grand creme de la creme of the Marvel Universe, what they've been building up years to. So everyone and their mother's going to see this movie. But just talking about this trailer, I thought it was kind of weak. I thought that as soon as it was over, I was super excited when it popped up on TV. But then it was so short when it was over. I was just like, well, that wasn't all that exciting. So This trailer didn't really do much for me, unfortunately. Now, the next trailer is a trailer that did a lot for me, and that's the trailer for Deadpool 2, aka the Untitled Deadpool sequel, which is the official name. First of all, that title, I mean, that's just fantastic. These Deadpool, I mean, that's just the perfect play on title for this series, the way they always make fun of generic shit movies do, and to call it the Untitled sequel, that's just fantastic. So great title for this movie. And then this trailer itself, man, Mr. Deadpool, he never ceases to entertain. This trailer, it's just so well done. Starts off serious, then Deadpool cuts in making jokes about how the special effects aren't done and ripping off Justice League for that stupid Superman mustache. And then Deadpool doing the Toy Story shit, and then you cut back to the real trailer. Just so much fun. And it was really weird just because, this was a trailer that was needed just because Deadpool 2, it had gone somewhat forgotten with all the talk of Solo and Avengers Infinity War and some of the other trailers that have been coming out. It had really taken away from the fact that Deadpool 2 really hasn't had much shown. You had that one teaser that didn't really show too much. So thankfully this teaser comes out and it gives us more of what we want from Deadpool. The movies, I have no doubt that it's going to bring that same energy. It looks a lot bigger in scale, which is a good thing just because the first Deadpool, you could tell that it was a great movie, but you could tell that the budget was limited. This movie looks to be a whole lot bigger in scale, which I really love. So this was another good trailer. And the last thing I'll mention is that the poster for this movie is so damn good. The teaser poster that came out this week, Deadpool in the chair with the bullets raining on him, doing that parody of the main Flashdance visual, the whole chair in the rain thing coming. I mean, this poster, these guys, these Deadpool movies have just had some of the ultimate marketing. So this was a really good trailer, great poster, and I love the title. So Deadpool 2, of course, I'm really looking forward to that. And the last one is another trailer to talk about, is another interesting trailer to talk about. Like Deadpool, this trailer did not premiere during the Super Bowl. It is a trailer that came out later during the week. And unfortunately, it's one of the biggest pieces of shit trailer I have ever seen. And that's the trailer for Venom. Now, it really surprised me when they announced that they were going to show a teaser this week. Because the movie, it's still 8 months away. And they had just finished shooting recently. So I'm like, oh, well, okay. If they want to bank on get behind the hype of all these other movies and put a good trailer out, that's cool. This trailer, it's like almost everything you can do wrong with a trailer. You have here's the cardinal sin. First of all, it's a trailer for a Venom movie. You don't show any Venom at all. I mean, Venom is one of the coolest looking comic book characters ever. For you not to show his look is just terrible. But beyond that, this movie, like the way this trailer, the images is put together, is just so damn generic. Like if let's say you knew nothing about comic books and you saw this trailer, you'd have no idea what this movie is. A bunch of random generic shots, people running through woods, weird sequences of computers getting smashed, Tom Hardy in a bed looking like he's mad about something. You don't know what he's mad about. The trailer just doesn't give you the vibe of what a Venom movie should be at all. And it gives me a lot of worry for this movie just because it's really not a good idea to give Venom his own movie before he's appeared in a Spider-Man movie. I mean, why don't you do him right in the Spider-Man movie to begin with, him and Spider-Man going at it in the traditional sense of the movie, and then spin off from there? Because this movie, it's already facing an uphill climb for me, just because how the hell do you tell Venom's story the way it's supposed to be without Spider-Man playing a big role? Spider-Man, he might have a cameo in this movie, but we all know Spider-Man, he's not going to be a major player. Whether we do see the Spider-Man from the MCU pop up or not, is this going to be connected to the MCU? So the fact that I'm really not sure this movie, I'm not sure the concept of it is all that good, combined with the trailer being a piece of shit. This trailer, not good at all. This is one of the worst trailers I've ever seen, and the hate is warranted. Go on Twitter, see what people are saying about this trailer. Huge piece of shit. It looks like a movie that came out, a superhero movie that came out during the early 2000s when you had movies like Daredevil or Elektra or Hulk or those original Fantastic Four movies where people just had no idea what to do with superhero properties. This looks like it'd be right in line with these. And in this day and age when comic book movies are so popular and people want to see them done right, a trailer that looks like this, unacceptable. So they were better off waiting a few months until they had visual effects for Venom ready to release this trailer, just because I really like Venom and I want to see this movie succeed. But I'm gonna call out a piece of shit trailer when I see it, and this trailer was a major piece of shit. So yeah, this was easily the worst trailer of the week. So with that, to go ahead and rank so that was the final trailer for the week. Go ahead and rank the trailers for this week. Obviously, with how much I've been shitting on this Venom trailer, it's the worst trailer of the week, definitely. Next up, the next one I would go Infinity War. Then I would go the Solo trailer. Then I'd go the trailer for Jurassic World 2. Then Deadpool. Then the best trailer of the week, I think overall, was the Mission Impossible 6 trailer. That was a really good trailer. So yeah, overall, those were my thoughts on the trailers this week. I was not going to miss up an opportunity to talk about trailers this week when you had so much good shit coming out this week. It's going to be another fun year for movies. Can't wait to see all this stuff that comes out. Even Venom, I'm still going to give the movie a chance. I just think the trailer was a big piece of shit. So anyway, thanks to everyone for watching this video. Leave your comments and tell me what you thought of the trailers. Rank them if you care to. And I'll see y'all around with another video.